So I picked up this box a couple months back, OG Dragon's Hermann, Totenkopf Hauptscharführer in Budapest. The box is in mint condition, beautiful cover art, vintage style paintings, but this figure is straight up 20 years old, so watch me pimp this grenadier. Okay, so before I jump in, I feel obligated to do a background section because I didn't know much about the Battle of Budapest either before doing this video. In 1944, with the Eastern Front in full collapse, Germany basically took the entire Hungarian government hostage to keep them in the war. Romania by this time had already switched sides and was actively assisting the Soviet advance. Around Christmas, about 33,000 Germans and 37,000 Hungarian troops got encircled in Budapest, along with 800,000 civilians. Of course, your boy Funny Mustache Man casually declares the Hungarian capital a fortress city, cutting off any possibility for evacuation and withdrawal. The Germans encircled with the Hungarians were actually hardcore death cultists from 2 SS cavalry divisions, and they were shooting Soviet emissaries sending to negotiate. The Red Army rolled up its sleeve, and by January 1945, started grinding halfway through the city. The situation was dire, and the Totenkopf division was sent in as a part of a 3-phase counteroffensive codenamed Operation Konrad. This is what the Dragon release depicts. The figure itself, I don't really know what to say about it. It's an early Dragon release. The head sculpt is potatoes, and the uniform is way too reed green to be proper SS. It's got a couple of unique items, I guess. The Soviet fur hat here is supposed to be repurposed by the SS, and there's a pair of camoed SS winter pants I think are only released with this figure. I'm not saying the figure is trash, but this art just deserved way much more. Okay, now I got the kit laid out right here. Starting with the fur hat, I painted it to match the box art. I'm pretty sure it's actually a German issue, you can tell by the cloth's field gray. The uniform tunic has been completely redone with a lighter gray cloth, more suitable for the SS. It's completely decked out with actual diamonds on insignias for both the shoulder board and collar tabs. I also corrected the rank collar of the uniform. The original had only 1 line instead of 2, suitable for a Hauptscharführer. The white line around the collar here is applied by hand, and I added the tank destruction badge, infantry assault badge, and divisional cuff titles as illustrated in the box art. You know, I gotta customize this a little bit more, so I added a notebook in his chest pocket. The Sturmgewehr 44 has been upgraded with a much more detailed variant. Everything else you see is pretty much original. The grenade white strap, I don't remember if I added the bayonet, but now it's there. As a final touch, I brought in a Soviet TT-33 semi-automatic pistol. I think having the senior NCO with a Soviet pistol just adds that gritty subtext to this impression. Whether it's a trophy or a sidearm, you know this guy has seen a lot of action. For the head sculpt, Jason Statham was perfect for this one. I'm legit getting goosebumps from the resemblance. The guy was the working man, he was the beekeeper, and yeah, he's also the Hauptscharführer. For the rest of the base layer, gray undershirt and original winter pants over jack boots, nothing fancy. I did swap out the scarf for something better suited for shaping. Going all out, I built this custom diorama base as the finisher, inspired by the Dragon 135th release of Totenkopf in Budapest, also featuring Hermann from the box art. The whole thing looks beautiful. Honestly, the head sculpt does such a good job, it even has that little line shadow like the box art when light hits it at certain angles. Original Dragon clothing does such a fantastic job holding through the years. So many of these pieces are over 20 years old. I just have no words to describe how impressed I am with how everything came together. The Totenkopf division by this point was made up of manpower very similar to other top-tier SS divisions late in the war. The concentration guards that initially formed the division has mostly been bled out by then. And obviously, Budapest ended up falling. Operation Konrad was not able to lift the siege, but that's not the point here. Here, today, we were able to breathe life into something that was made 20 years ago. And that's pretty awesome. Guys, really appreciate y'all stopping by for another video. These do take so long to make, and I really do appreciate your support. I might do a couple more of these down the road. Until then, happy holidays, and this is the War Room, signing off.